Today I'm going to be rating every iOS wallpaper ever from iPhone OS 1 to the current iOS 16. But before we start, this design should be a wallpaper in iOS 17. One of the wallpapers in iOS 17 should be this. Alright, let's go. Okay, so we've opened up Photoshop, we've got our tier list here from S to F, and all our wallpapers here on the side. So let's start with the first one. We've got a shot of Earth for iPhone OS 1, 2, and 3. And I think that this is worthy of a D tier, because while it does bring some level of nostalgia, it's a bit too simple, and the black background just doesn't look all that appealing. So into the D tier you go. Okay, next wallpaper, we've got iOS 4 and 5, and I think this should go in the C tier. It's still simple, but there is more complexion, and I do like the variety. Okay, C tier. Next wallpaper, iOS 6, and I think that this is also worthy of a D grade. So let's compare the iOS 6 wallpaper to the iOS 5 wallpaper for a bit. Okay, so in the iOS 5 wallpaper, in terms of color, you've got teal at the top going to gray, and then you've got more bubbles at the top, or larger bubbles at the top than you do at the bottom. In the iOS 6 wallpaper, all the ways are the same, and the colors are almost the same as well. So yeah, that's going in the D tier. Okay. Yep, go down right there. Okay, next wallpaper, iOS 7, and I think that this is worthy of an A grade. And if there are no better wallpapers in this list, it's going up to an S tier, which is very, very prestigious. So remember what iOS 7 was trying to bring to every iPhone user. It was trying to bring a new and fresh user experience. And to a lot of people, that was futuristic. And this theme of space just screams that word out loud. And I love how from the sky to the clouds to all the colors in the image, it's just all variety. And also it's blue, and blue is the best color. Change my mind, I dare you. So into the A tier you go. Now, for iOS 8, I believe that this should go in the B tier, since it is in a way similar to the iOS 7 wallpaper, but the color scheme and the snow, it looks a little bit off, in my opinion. It doesn't look that flattering. So, B tier. Okay, now iOS 9, I am not a fan of this. Like, according to the file name, it says Mars. Most of it is blue, though. And if you look at a Google image of Mars, you can't see that much blue. There's only a smidge of red here. And I don't know, the way that all these lines are appearing in the image, if the word Mars wasn't written in the file name, I would have thought that this was some existential creature. So, should I? Yeah, I'm putting it in the E tier. You know what? Yeah, E tier. It's not even worthy of a D grade. iOS 10, I'm liking this more. Yeah, I think this is also worthy of a B grade, because it is, in a way, sort of similar to the iOS 8 wallpaper. I love all the waves, and green is also a good color, and it just looks really, really nice. I don't have any other words for this. So, B tier. Cool. Now, iOS 11. It's just me. I know this is an unfair grade, but I have seen this wallpaper way too many times. And while it is similar to the iOS 10 wallpaper, it just doesn't hit the same. So, C tier, right next to iOS 5. Okay, now iOS 12. And I am a fan of this. I believe this should also go in the A grade. This is sort of Apple's transition to a more abstract wallpaper design. And I love the blue, the teal, the red, the pink, and the purple. Great combination together. So, yep, A tier. You know what? I actually think that we should move the iOS 7 wallpaper up to S. Yeah, that seems fitting. Okay, now iOS 13. Okay, how do I place this in? A tier. A tier. Yep. So, I love this abstract wallpaper was pulled off almost perfectly. So, I love the way that all the colors are matched to a tone. So, the default iOS 13 wallpaper was sort of a warm red, orange, pink tone. Then there were other variants of it, which was a blue version of the wallpaper, a green version, and a gray version. And I think that this red version is great. I'd rate the green version less, blue version maybe also less, but this just hits almost right. So A tier you go. I know my explanations aren't very concise, but I just don't have any words. Okay. iOS 14, I loved the software. I love WWDC 2020. But that's in the D tier. That's easily in the D tier. There is a resemblance to the iOS 13 wallpaper, but it just looks so bland. In the iOS 13 wallpaper, there were all these curves and lines. In this, there's barely anything. D tier. D tier you go. You are not worthy of anything more. iOS 15. I will probably put this in the B tier as well, since there is a level of complexion, color scheme. It's meh. It's not the best, but it's still good. So, yeah, B tier. And then we get to the latest wallpaper, iOS 16. I feel like this should also go in the B tier. Like, it's a good wallpaper. I love the curves and lines, but color scheme, it's also very meh. So, also B tier you go. And that is the end of the tier list. I'm just going to modify it real quick. Okay, there. This is a refined tier list. Do whatever you want with it. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I have now rated every iOS wallpaper ever. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and also comment down below what you thought of this video. This is my last video of 2022, so I'll see you in 2023. Bye!